All right. Hey. Hey. So, welcome back to Soul Segments. What we used to say, y'all? Tarot, love, and life. It's been a few years. I pop in every now and again to say that we're gonna get back into it, and life has a way of, pulling us and shifting us and sifting us from one thing to the next. All right. So, my apologies for not getting back every time I say I'm going to get back. Okay. But let's see what's going on, y'all. Okay. I felt, oh my goodness, right now it's 11:59 p.m. per the clock on my computer on Friday, July 17th. So, in a few seconds, it will be July 18th at midnight, just to let you know what the time is doing. Just had to try and set up something real quick. If y'all know me, I wanna do more, right? We want to have our little work area, our energetic space. I want it to be nice. All right, it's now midnight, July 18th. Okay, 12 a.m. is when I am doing this reading. I haven't even been up, y'all, this late in so long. But I had a lot of rest today. I've been going hard, and my body needed rest, so I didn't fight it. Hence, I am now awake at midnight and probably gonna be up for a while. All right, ain't no telling what's gonna happen. Not necessarily in the reading, but ain't no telling what's gonna happen. Okay, I could wake up with, right now I have braids, um, but I could wake up with brush waves. Okay, I could wake up with a roller set. Baby, I can wake up with some more braids, a ponytail. I don't know. I'm just letting you know the mood, okay, and the vibe and the energy that I'm in. I know that there are about to be some changes for me, and you could be, feeling the same. You could be going through some things as well. If you live in, okay, on, in this existence, in this realm, you definitely, everybody has things going on, right? And it's all about, how we move with those things. We can't always just snap our fingers and come out of things and have a different outcome, but what we can control is how we go through it, how we steward things, right? What we look like in the process. So, not to, give y'all, too much talk, but I haven't done a reading in years. So, if it go good, I'm going to take credit. If it don't, that ain't got nothing to do with me. All right, so here we go. Spirits, love and light and love, okay? All four elements. Give us guidance, okay? Give us some tools. Point us in the right direction. I did shuffle a little bit before coming on camera. That's sad. Also, I'm using a phone. I don't really like doing readings with the phone, whatever, camera. It's cool, but I would rather use my computer. But like I said, I need, I got to do a little more setup. I got to find all my cords, baby. I got to find a microphone. It's a lot. Okay, that's probably why I ain't dish. But, okay, here we go. General reading, all right? I'm not going to say this is for any particular zodiac sign. We're just going to see what's coming up, okay? All right. Ooh, okay. Hey, okay, sun card. So, somebody is feeling joyful, the sun is coming up for somebody, all right? Now, I don't mean that it's for everybody. Let me, give a disclaimer. The me that I am now, the person that I am now, the Sagittarius that I've always been, but the person that I am now post a lot of healing, soul searching, life circumstances, just things, right? That we all go through. These readings will be more real than they've ever been, okay? I would rather you know than not. I would rather the message or the energy or the wording hit you heavy than to hit you lightly and it not penetrate and it not translate. All right. I hope that makes sense, y'all. And you know, I can be long-winded. That hasn't changed, but do understand that while I am wiser, okay, through life lessons and pain, I'm also a little bit crazier, okay, and I might talk a little wilder, okay. Just be knowing that, okay. Sun card. So uh, some of us can be feeling like finally, all right, the sun is coming up. Finally, things are beginning to move in a direction that you, and then we have the justice card showing right now. But finally, you know, things are beginning to balance out for you, okay? Of course, you know, sun card is indicative of Leo energy. Are we in Leo season right now? We is, okay? We is, all right? So if there are any grammar police, don't even worry about it. Go ahead and clock out, okay? That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Just go ahead and clock out. It's going to get a little crazy at times, but I'd rather give you the crazy and let it be real than give you, you know, doctored up. Not that it ever was, but I was always careful with my words, okay? I'm still a beast of a communicator, all right? I will not be backing down or sitting down on that. But it has to be authentic. We have to be real. I can't sit here if I don't give you the real, okay? So yeah. Justice card, okay, associated with air and Libra, the sun, fire energy, associated with, I would even say all the fire signs, right? Because, you know, we will light things up, all right? We will bring that heat. It's just how you process it, right? Aries, you know, heat could be, again, on the surface, what you see, right? In that first house. And Leo energy can be like, you know, in the creation of things, right? Dealing with children and being seen, okay? Sagittarius, myself, okay, ninth house, y'all know, powerhouse. That's going to be, you know, seeing in other realms, all right? That's going to be the philosophical. That's going to be the spirituality and the culmination of that fire element and that fire energy. But let me get back to this reading, okay? So yeah, for some, yes, you feel like finally, hold on, let me get my little... This ain't even why I have this, y'all, okay? This is not. This was me and the kids at Dollar Tree one day, and I was like, well, go ahead and get it, you know? But anyway, sun card. Sun coming up for some of us, all right? But that don't mean that others are not going through a period of darkness, through a period of, you know, dusk, through a period where you cannot see well, all right? And with all these, you know, the whatever, what we got going on up in Canada, okay? It's real in life. But the sun is coming up for many of us. Things are balancing out, okay? You're finally beginning to speak your truth and be your truth. You accept the consequences of whatever you have going on in life, right? It's like no more judgment, okay? You're not judging yourself harshly. You are allowing yourself to shine again, okay? You're bringing your warmth back into, you know, your life and the lives of those who matter to you, all right? Notice I'm not saying everybody is around you. Fuck that. It got to be the ones, that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. I gave you the disclaimer. It has to be the ones that matter to you, all right? Let's continue. All right, what else do we have? Talk to us more about this life that's unfolding, okay, for those in this period of wellness and coming out of a heavy, harsh season where it's time for you to receive your reward. It is time for you to be recognized. It is time for you to be, I'm going to say, compensated even and reimbursed, okay, for what you had to sacrifice, for what you had to give up, and for what was wrongly taken. Ew! Can y'all see this? Hold on, let me move this because I had got this to put some cards on, baby, but I ain't got to that part yet. I gotta get. It's just consider this reading. You know how you move right? And it's boxes everywhere, it's stuff everywhere, and you like, oh my God, where's the such and such, or you're gonna stop at Walmart or Dollar Tree or whoever, your little quick little junk store in your area because, oh, we need some paper towels, we need a mop, we need, bathroom cleaner. The first thing you're gonna do is clean that kitchen and that bathroom after you move in. Even if it's nice, you still need to go over that bad boy once so that it's ready to go. Okay. So I feel like that's what this reading is. It's like, we just moving in, right? We moving back in. Okay. We're taking up residence again here at Soul Segments. So that was the purpose of this. I bought this to put a card on, right? So it can be saying whatever sign we reading for. But baby, we ain't got to that part yet. Okay. But where we are is right here. Three of Swords. Because what is this? The foundation, okay, for many of us has been, heart matters. It has been us trying to heal, us trying to work through, us trying to recover from betrayal, from loneliness. What we see here: grief, conflict, heartache, depression, trauma, unfaithfulness, just general hurt feelings. All that, feeling stabbed in the back. Okay, this is the foundation of the reading. Okay, yeah, baby. Okay, yeah, baby. I like this, y'all. I like this little pointing situation. But yeah. So this is the foundation of the reading. Okay, and then now you can ask yourself, oh yeah, well, your heart, if it was cold, okay, it is going to begin to unthaw a little bit. Not to the point where you're going to act like you don't know. Not to the point where you're going to allow people to play in your face again. No, it will unthaw for the right people. Okay, for the right Libra relationships, Justice card. It will unthaw for the right circumstances. Okay, the right proposition, the right position, all of those things. So yeah, foundation of the reading. Okay, drawn to that card, and Three of Swords pops out. So yeah, y'all, we ain't gonna go too deep with it. Okay, I mean, this is beautiful right here, right now, that you are emerging. I'm gonna say from ashes. But you're refined. Okay, you are strong. You are determined. You have a clarity. Okay, that can only be reached through sometimes pain, y'all. Okay, it ain't sometimes, it's all the time. All right. Can you have a moment where the rays of the sun and it seems like heaven opens up and it's like right, with the music just like in the movies, and the clouds, and wow, you just had this epiphany, and everything is great, and that's wonderful. Yes, those things can happen. Okay, but the real growth, the real elevation, the real work, the real power, okay, the real balance, the real undoing, it happens in pain. I know it ain't fun, okay, but it is what a TI is. That's it, y'all. I mean, I feel like we don't really need to go as my grandmother used to say, we don't need to go another further. Okay, but this right here, I like it. I like the fact that you're being, I think kind of called to the floor here. I see with the Justice card, called to the floor to receive your just due, justice, to receive your just due, to receive what's owed to you, to receive what has been, I'm going to say, growing, what has been multiplying energetically and spiritually. Okay, you are literally, the Sun and the Justice card have come together to let you know you're overcoming all of that heaviness, all of that heartbreak, all of that Three of Swords energy. Okay, all of the heartache, right? Because you don't have to have been in a traditional relationship to know heartache, heartbreak, and grief, and even sorrow. Okay, that is coming to me right now. Even sorrow. You're overcoming it, okay? So celebrate it, all right? If this message and if this reading is for you. Like I said, some people, we are all at different points, all right? But I need you, if it's real tough right now and you're like, you know what, nah, Veronica, this reading ain't for me. You know, it's gone from bad to worse, or you know, you feel like maybe your life is in complete shambles. It may be, okay? A secret to moving that forward is accepting that and calling a thing, calling a spade, right? I'm not going to hit you with toxic positivity that, oh yes, it's going to be all right. If you are in that transitional phase, if you are, again, still dealing with heavy pain, okay, there's something there that you have to deal with. There is something there that you're going to have to accept. You know, whether it hurts or not, okay, whether it was your fault or not. Acceptance, y'all. Relief, release, and healing truly is in acceptance of things. It doesn't mean that, you know, you're not entitled to feel the way that you do, but acceptance says, you know what? I'm going to sit here with this. I'm going to look this thing down because it's staring you down, right? You are going to not obsess over it anymore. You're going to acknowledge that it's in the room with you, okay? That maybe it's even in your heart, all right? That it is in your home, that it is in swords, in your mind, okay? Swords rule communication and our thought process, things of the air, okay? How it comes to us. So that's growth in itself. All right. So if you are coming through a heavy point, a dark time, I need you to think back on when did the sun last shine for you? Okay. There has to be a point in your life where things were in balance. Think back on that. Hold on to that energy, okay? Because you may be right here, all right? You see how we can take this, you know, I'll say just kind of left and right, up and down, in and out, right? You're going to be on one of those two spectrums, up or down, in or out, left or right, okay? Light, dark. It's really all the same thing. It's just semantics at this point. So I don't want to leave y'all out, but I want you, if you're in heaviness, if you're in a dark time, if you're in heartbreak, I want you to think about when the sun was shining, okay? And then I want you to feel that sun shining on you. Even though you may be in the thick of the lesson, okay, you may be in the thick of recovery, I want you to feel the sun shining on you. And I want you to understand, okay, that justice will be served. Sometimes we'll get to see it. Sometimes we'll get to witness it and we'll ride in on the white horse, all right? But what, again, bringing it back, what we see here is the foundation for you for so long has been a Three of Swords energy. It's been all the hurting, hard, difficult, unspeakable, traumatic things of life, okay? But it is moving out of the picture, okay? It's moving out of the picture, all right? Now, if I move this card all the way out the picture, you don't see it. It's still on the table. You just don't see it, okay? It is no longer going to be the foundation for you because it's not in the picture. It's here, but it's not in the foreseeable picture. So then it's not in your foreseeable future. No more pain, okay? Justice is being served. These were the first two cards out in the reading, okay? Spirit is speaking. All right, this is the reading, y'all. Thank you so much for tapping in with me real quick. We'll be back to do a little bit more, but I felt strongly tonight that I was like needing to sit down and do this. Was I absolutely ready? If you asked me, no, but I felt that it was time, okay? Because I've been trying to get ready for about the last 3 or 4 months to do this here. But I felt tonight it was time. Okay, y'all, this has been the general reading.